Sometimes a stranger can inadvertently change your life and set you on a path you never knew how much you needed. Mark and I founded our responsible jewelry business in 2021. And this is not a story of our success. We're not showing you how we've already made it. If you want to follow along, we'll share each step of the way, failures and joys. Otherwise, come back in a couple of years and see what happened. Bye bye. See you in 2025. And now for those of you who want to see what's happening in real time and how we are creating our company, here's a little bit of backstory to get you up to speed. Mark and I shouldn't be business partners. We are the kind of people who always wants to go bigger, just slightly before it's reasonable. Instead of starting with silver jewelry, maybe attend some fairs, slowly start doing engagement rings, slowly build up and have a company we want at maybe 50 or 60, we decided, with some help from our clearly manipulated families, to go all in. We obviously couldn't buy those fist-sized gemstones, but we had enough money to buy some gold and some teeny tiny diamonds. But the spark that really ignited the fire set off in 2019. I was still graduating from uni and attending jewelry school. In the meantime, I made a stunning velvet choker for my sister. It was a redo of an 1800 choker from Goscher, an Austrian jeweler. And out of the blue, the owner of a shop I adore asked if I could make some for her. And so I did, or tried to. I created the pieces and made the molds ready to mass produce, found the sapphires and tsavorite, found the silk velvets and the packaging. And just to show you my level of crazy, here's what I did only for the packaging. I couldn't buy something that was already made. I had to find something unique and special for my chokers. Mi sembra collaborare, presente le strisce che poi ti fanno il gesso. Hai presente? Quando fanno il gesso al braccio.
Sì.
È tutto intriso, è una carta tutta intrisa di collo. I made all these by hand, by myself. This was the first one. So broken. It was inspired by Snow White's coffin. It was supposed to have like dead flowers in it, but the resin then turned yellow and it was really heavy. This was a no. Then I started to do an iron one, which is made of actual iron. It could kill somebody because it's so heavy. Then I asked an artisan to do it in glass. Chiaro, un po' pastello.
Eccolo qua, guarda. Questo
Tipo una cosa così, sì, un giallino, verdino, azzurrino, tutti quelli lì vanno tutti bene. I had so many versions with burnt wood, other kinds of metal, and then I started experimenting with velvet, and I had different shapes, with the lid, without the lid, with the lid that opened in another way. And after all of this, I decided to go with white velvet. I just fell in love with the way the velvet feels in the hands. And that's why I chose velvet, which was the easiest one of all and the nicest one to hold.
Quanto hai speso per sta roba?
Guarda quante ne ho fatte! From the moment she asked me for those chokers, my mind went like completely bonkers and I decided I wanted to create thousands of chokers, but I knew that I couldn't. So what I did instead is to create a book full of designs of possible chokers that she could give to her clients and her clients could order and I could custom make them. It would have been perfect. After all that, I made the first 3 chokers and I didn't like them. Everybody told me that they were beautiful and stunning, but I just didn't like them. It wasn't what I wanted to do. I didn't want to mass produce. And Marco, being the foolish man he is, accepted it with an exceptional ease. At the time he was working as an engineer in Lamborghini and he was the only one that totally supported my decision. Maybe that should have scared me. Basically, after killing the only real selling opportunity I had, I started to really look into opening a jewelry business. Somehow failing made me want to prove myself and create my own company a great deal more.
Ma questa è la prima volta che ti siedi al tuo nuovo banchetto?
Sì, faccio cose come non le dovrei. Maybe I'm just a masochist and a control freak with a compulsive behavior to do what I and only I think is right. But maybe I'm totally normal. Anyway, since I had decided to found my own company, I wanted to do it the proper way. I needed to find responsible materials to work with. And I'm sorry if I offend somebody, but it's 2023. I don't think anybody should buy something as unnecessary as jewelry if it's made exploiting people or the planet. Anyone's entitled to their opinion, but this is mine. As a goldsmith, working with gold is a pleasure I can't really describe to somebody who has never touched it and felt it in their hands. It's workable and malleable, but then it's hard and springy. It's incomparable. Gold also means mining cyanide and mercury that often can pollute some of the poorest areas on Earth, and huge mines, ties to the black market, deep systematic exploitation, but it also gives a livelihood to an estimated 40 million people around the globe. To solve this problem, as a person living in 2023, I googled it. I searched for days on end to find a proper solution, and then how often happens in my life. Marco searched for 30 minutes and found what would become our strongest ally, Fairmined Gold. Fairmined certification is an assurance label that helps mines achieve certain standards for responsible practices. It is perfect for us. Expensive, as it should be, but perfect. Most of the certified mines are in South America. Hopefully, in a couple of years, we'll have the chance to visit them, and some of you will be so interested in responsible jewelry that you will come with us. We got our Fairmined license in 2021, and that meant paying a fee and accepting an audit as soon as we buy a kilo of Fairmined gold. Then we decided to use Canadian diamonds. Once we had a workshop and suppliers, Marco went completely insane and decided to leave his job in Lamborghini to co-found luce with me. By the way, I have actually created the choker I wanted to sell, and it's this one. It's one of a kind, completely hand forged with 4 different shades of 18 karat gold and Canada Mark diamonds sprinkled all over it. But it took more than 2 years to get there. Since we founded La Luce in August 2021, we've made a lot of mistakes. We have created some stunning and fair jewelry. We have decided to be completely outside of social media and then on any social media possible. We have set up for mass producing and then decided to go completely hand forged, one of a kinds. And now we have decided to share our journey with you because jewelry is stunning and meaningful and magical, and it could be incredibly cool if made with the right materials. And next time it would be the most meaningful jewel I've ever made. So follow us and subscribe because I would love to work with an editor that actually knows what they're doing. And if you're wondering where all our money goes instead of an editor, the answer is loose gemstones, and it will always be loose gemstones, to be honest. Thanks for watching, bye! Cioè, devo dire una frase e non ci riesco, vaffanculo.
Aspetta, lo stoppo.
Bye!